Alrighty. Hello everyone, welcome on in. Happy Thursday. My heart rate is now up again. That's great. Sorry, bubbles. And we are back with some more 8 coins for the Ferryman. And we have a full team. Some of them are very confused about what is happening.
Yes.
But hopefully we shall have a good recap for it and let people catch up. First, though, however, the music you're listening to right now is by Adrian von Ziegler. You can find out more about his stuff if you type in !music2 in the chat. The music and sound effects during the game will be by Sirenscape. The starting soon screen, the map, and the overlay were made by me in Incarnate. The chest weasel was made by Pointy Hat. You can find out his stuff over on the YouTube. You can also find previous sessions from this campaign or any TTRPG or D&D campaign I have run. Brain. Thank you so much for the resub, it. I appreciate it. Brain. Oh yes. And if you want to see what you can do to help or hinder the party, you can type in !perks in the chat. Last session, the session before that one, the party defeated, completely destroyed, a Hecaton Kires that Tony redeemed. Because my players are just too smart and I need to be more cruel when making encounters.
Whale bomb.
Yes, they dropped a killer whale on the multi-handed giant from an airship in the mountains. That's a sentence that makes sense, I promise. And yes, I know. It was glorious though. And starting on Sunday, this year's Pride Month fundraiser will start. We will be raising money for the Trevor Project. And there will be a lot of fun shenanigans happening, among others, a Lord of the Rings mini campaign. So do tune in for that one. I will be introducing a brand new player. Well, they're not new to the game, they're just new to my table. So do come on, hang on by for that one. Before that, let's introduce current players and their characters. Let's start with Vits. Who are you and who are you playing?
Hello, I'm Vitskugga and I am playing Artemis, Braveheart, the human Drake Warden Ranger without a Drake but a lion instead.
Lillith.
Hi, I'm Lillith, or Lily, or Lils. I'm playing Delia, or Siri for short. The queen of the party, Tiefling Bard.
Yay!
Yeah.
Ash.
Hello, I'm by Firelight, or the people know me by Ash. I'm playing the lovely paladin Leo, who probably doesn't know what's going to be going on, to be honest. Sorry.
Yeah, we've missed Ash and he's missed some sessions. Well, man with the great timing. Jason, who are you? Who
Yes.
are you playing?
Hello, I'm Jason. I play a pink-haired druid, Nalites.
And Psycole.
Hello, I'm Psycole, and I am playing Yanis, the picker that a wooden plank of a certain ship, a rogue warlock.
I love how well that fits. Like you say, rogue warlock, because not only are you a rogue and a warlock, but you're kind of gone rogue as well. And hi, I am Ardana or Joe or you there, since Lillith is here. I am the GM and channel runner around these parts, and oh, Waldo, hello, welcome on in. How's Minecraft? I was lurking in your stream. I also realized my camera's a little bit fucked up. If you don't know Waldo, do go check him out. He has like the cutest avatar ever. And it's pretty fun to just hang around in check out stream. Yes. I need to I'm basically stalling for the shout out command to just cool down. Hey! Edible! Hello! Okay. Double raid! Hello! Hello, welcome on Raid Raiders. We're just about to get a recap of what happened last session. So your timing is amazing. Hi Rabbit! Hi Edible! Hi Waldo! Hi everyone! Yay! If you're new here, I'm suspecting some of you are. Hi, I'm random. I'm Joe or you there, Lillith. Here, I'm the GM channel runner. I'm confused. All right. Well, I just get my brain back. Anyone want to give us a recap what happened last time?
Just breathe, Joe. Everything's fine.
I know, but I'm just wasn't prepared for double raid. Not everyone jump at once.
I don't fully remember. I don't want to do it.
Well, I have.
If I vaguely recall, we insulted the gods again for various attempts. We, yes, because Mary also joined in this time as well, at least in part, by suggesting that we could use Fanax as
Daddy.
our daddy with a D, double D, big D.
We got FedEx, Daddy FedEx, and he appeared on the boat and was like, "Excuse."
Yeah. Yes. I believe there was a face-off of a sort between Neri's mum and Siri again around pushing him off the boat and not pushing him off the boat, and whether or not Neri is or is not in a relationship. This also came up at least once as well.
Like 50 times every time she opens her mouth.
Yeah, she's got Yanis joining in as well now. Then I think we got to the monastery after a bit of chatting, and hold on. So before we got to the monastery, the people that we rescued were not particularly comfortable with staying with us for too much longer, mostly because having rescued them from a group of minotaurs, we'd been attacked by the multi-armed giant thingy majiggy and whale bombed it to death. So they were very much keen to get off, and so we said, well, you can try to get off at this monastery that we need to go to next. If not, we'll take you to town. And we arrived at the monastery only to find out there had been a murder, and we have been potentially enlisted to investigate said murder to make sure it is safe to drop off our guests. And I think there was some sort of side quest in relation to Victor, but I'm not au fait with that one.
Neither is anyone else.
Yes, I was trying to do the Scottish accent, but I'm not very good at doing the Glaswegian. There's been a murder. Something like that. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was good enough, I think, for an inspiration point. If you already have it, you can bounce it to someone else.
I already have it, so it can be bounced. Who wants it?
I got one.
I got one.
I won't need it for resurrecting someone, right? Right. I could do it more. Maybe.
Well, you're just gonna have to convince a god to let the soul go.
I'll be fine.
Take the inspiration.
As we know,
Yeah,
Nery's
but-
very persuasive. He can tell anyone. Yeah.
You're friends with Victor. Maybe he can lay up a good word.
Neri would do the opposite. He would not mention Victor at all, lest he there his wrath.
That one doesn't go there. I mean, Waldo might have been there. Who knows? No one has really seen him. All right, so let me swap us over real quick. Hope the Sirenscape wants to actually cooperate today. Of course it didn't. It's being very quiet. I don't know why it's being very quiet.
I love how we still have like 23 temporary hit points from Leah. It's insane.
Yep, because you haven't had a long rest yet.
Yes, we did.
Well, no, we did.
Oh,
We
then you
did.
don't
So you
anymore.
shouldn't have the temporary hit points.
Oh, bye hit points. Leah, give us more hit points.
Okay, Sirenscape's being dumb. Come on, Sirenscape. You know you want to play.
Science-Skip never wants to play. What are you on about?
I don't know. It's so good when it works. But when it doesn't, it's just a pain in the ass. To be fair, it's very rare that it doesn't work the way I want it to. But when it doesn't work the way I want it to, I get annoyed. Alright. Well, if we are all as comfortable as we are going to get, let's get started. Here we go. Standing inside the wide, lofty temple of Perforos, inside this monastery far up into the mountains, you are surrounded on all sides by the tokens of random bursts of creativity and of the fires that Perforos is known for. You see blood red and purple and pink crystals all around you. You see the brazier at the center of the temple. At first glance, looks like a completely normal brazier, and then you realize there's no coal in it. It's just flame coming out of a chute made out of brass, sitting directly on the floor. The ground beneath your feet is warm, but not hot the same way that Thrax's lair was hot to walk on. Well, the stones in Thrax's lair were hot to walk on. This is comfortable. And you have set out to potentially solve this murder that happened not too long before you arrived, with the tiefling head priest leading the inquiries into could have done this, who could have perpetrated this heinous act. Now, standing in this holy place where the air itself smells like sulfur and feels like hot rain on your skin, what would you like to do?
So I think Neri last session was like, okay, no, just before we ended,
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So Neri looks at Artemis and Blondie.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've already forgot your name.
Yeah.
Yanis, that's the one. That's Blondie's name.
Literally named as the most common Greek name possible.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know common Greek names.
It's literally John in Greek.
It's John in Greek.
His name is Yanis Papadopoulos, which is effectively John Smith.
Okay then. Well, John, he looks at John and he looks at Atomus. Yanis and Atomus, and he goes, "So you guys are gonna go look at the body, right?"
I assume they are.
Well,
It's already dead. Why do I need to look at it?
well, Artemis wanted to go look at the body
Yes.
to investigate it, and I thought you could go with her because of your background. You might be able to tell what kind of sharp implement was used to kill him.
I mean, I can tell if it was stabbed or not.
What she said.
But looking at Artemis, and I'm like, just take Yanis with you. Because she's the only one who can keep an eye on him. With
Oh yeah. The insane sneak versus the insane passive perception.
Yeah. I cannot watch over Yanis while we speak to the gods. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Yanis, go with her. That's what he says.
So you basically want to be babysitter? Is that what you're saying?
Just go.
Well, you're more than welcome to follow me, Janice, if you want to. I'm not gonna force you. Ryan, come. And she's gonna walk out and well, go to inspect the body, basically.
All right.
I
As
look at Siri and I go, she's the worst babysitter ever.
Is this the one who lost someone on their watch?
I was asleep. How am I supposed to know what happened
Well,
to
you
him?
were on watch.
So was Leo. I've already stated this.
Yes, but he wasn't asleep. He was busy being kidnapped because you were asleep.
Well, I was kind of asleep.
And I'm just gonna hug Leo. Really? Because that's off his conscience
so
now.
Perfect for each other.
Oh my god, I love you so much, man. Okay.
No, get up. No, sorry, taken.
Just grab his cheeks. Step away.
Get off.
Like, right, okay. Now, what was I going to do? Yes, Siri. Time to talk to. Time to talk to your god. Are you ready to talk to your god?
Sure. Do you want me to try anything like beforehand? Before you use anything? Or.
I mean, it's not my incense that I'm using up. It's the temples. But this spell is basically you ask the god, or god's servants, but maybe not the dragon. I think he's had enough of us. But concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days, the god will reply in a short phrase, maybe a rhyme, cryptic.
I'm not rhyming.
So.
and
Neri?
yeah. No, this might not work.
even if I got to speak with Perforos,
Yeah.
you do know he has the attention span of a goldfish.
You really want to say that about him in his temple when we're about to talk to him? I bet you have a go at us for
You see something
insulting the gods.
shiny. I'm not any better if I see something shiny I want to make something out of. I'm kind of gone too.
Well, yeah, but he might be annoyed that somebody's murdered one of his priests in his temples.
Fine, I'll try.
So you could ask him, will the reincarnation be successful, or is the
Who's the
murderer still
murderer?
here? Yeah, who's the murderer? That kind of thing. Something along those lines.
What's the spell you're looking to?
I've put it in chat. Divination.
Yeek.
It's a ritual as well, so I don't even have to use a spell slot.
Nice. All right. That's reincarnate divination.
Will the murderer leave? Where is the murderer now? Who's the murderer's next victim? Something along those lines. I have to be kind of what he's going to do.
Isn't it better to ask the god how what the murderer looks like? Like, show me the murderer.
I'm not sure if it'll work like that. How would it work, I don't know.
Technically, reading the spell, it could work like that, but you would basically just get an image of. I would interpret it like an image of whoever did it, but not where they're at or like anything like that. It might be from, I don't know, like a hooded It's supposed to be cryptic according to this, so
It could be cryptic. It
Yeah.
really depends on the god.
yeah.
And I think the last challenge you did for him didn't go well, is what I've gotten from you so far. So I don't know if he'll set it as a challenge or not, or if he'll just give it straight to you.
I did not fail my challenge. Someone broke into it and broke the do not interfere promise.
Okay, so the others failed your challenge. But gods are petty and they don't see it that way. So yeah, I don't know if they'll set you. This will be like
And you can just see her eye twitch as she's
Second
trying
challenge.
not to hit Neri.
what? He's right. Gods don't see it that way. They'll see it as her failing. They won't see it as them failing. Otherwise, he'd be nice and give you it. That's the thing. But yeah, that's what he's kind of implying. That because they ruined the challenge, that's still on her. From the god's
Alright.
point of view, not from
Yeah.
Neri's.
So yeah,
So, yeah.
there is incense everywhere in this temple.
So shall we do it at this altar?
Here's as good place as any.
Okay. And he's gonna start casting it. It'll take 10 minutes, I guess.
Yeah, so it's 10 minutes. Yeah, it's 10 minutes
Or
plus
ritual, yeah.
the original time.
There's
So-
one action, so
yeah.
it'll just be 10 minutes.
So 10 minutes and 6 seconds, but who cares?
So he's basically almost swirling his hands around, and the incense smoke starts forming almost a circle or a glass kind of portal thing for her to looking. And he's doing all the arcanic symbols and stuff. And to be fair, it's less arcanic symbols and more him just swirling his hands around. Because that's how he does magic. He's a druid. He doesn't do the whole wizard thing. He just does how he feels.
All
What
right.
he feels. So yes.
Why does it not have an image?
And I don't know what everybody else is doing during these 10 minutes.
So during
That's
those
what's
10
never doing.
minutes, Artemis is walked off to check on the body. Not entirely sure what Yanis is doing. Yes.
I'm not sure either.
Let's hop on over to Leo. What are you doing while they are casting magic?
Are there like decorations and like things, like interesting things that aren't organic in here?
So all over the temple itself, you have various statues made out of brass, gold, bronze, and marble. But over in this area, you have two what looks like metal beetles, one with its wings out and the other one with the wings folded. And you have what looks like a small workshop in the east-northeastern corner next to the altar itself.
Okay, I'm probably going to spend a good amount of time just like trying to carefully touch these metal creatures. Like, oh, they look so real, but kind of so fake.
As you go to poke, I don't think you're that easily to start. Give me a perception check.
Perception.
As you you poke them and comment on just how real they are. The one with the wings that are open suddenly flutters and rises up from the display table it's on for a moment and then settles back down again.
Hello? You real? I'm gonna.
It makes a tinking sound whenever you touch it, and it's very clear that it is made out of metal. But it doesn't flutter again after that first time.
Okay, I want to pick it up and inspect this thing. I'm like, how did you do that?
As you lift it up, it is a lot lighter than it looks to be. It's almost like, you know, when you lift a milk carton you thought was full. That kind of a effect. And it looks like some kind of rose-tinted bronze, almost. And as you turn it around, it does, like, at first... Oh yeah, Barley's not there. Where's Barley? I just noticed that the doggy is not there.
Like, is that an altar somewhere being prayed to? He's
Yeah.
literally a fire dog.
Yes.
A dog that's on fire. They're all just like, oh. They just found him. He's having his own mini adventure.
You say that. That gave me an idea. But yeah, the beetle itself is a lot lighter than it looks like it should be, because it is like the size of your head and made out of metal. So, and when you lift it, it's cool to the touch. which again, this is you're right on top of a caldera. It's supposed to be hot, but this beetle is cool to the touch. And as you lift it, you can feel this kind of soft humming in the whole the whole construction of it. Soft vibrating, barely perceptible.
Now, I'm not getting in trouble again. I'm not going to take this from here. I'm going to leave it there before my god comes back and tells me off again. And then I'm just going to make my way outside. Overly fascinated by this metal bug thing, but I'm like, no, I've been naughty.
As you step away from it, Leo, you hear that kind of soft droning sound. And as it, like, lifting right behind you. And it sounds like metal, like very thin metal on metal. Just
Trying to tempt me. No.
All right. As Leo leaves the temple, Yanis, during these 10 minutes, what are you doing?
I think I would have followed Artemis just purely because he doesn't really have anything else to do. And I know he is insistent that he needs to be out of the room for some reason. So he's going to make mischief somewhere else instead.
All right. All right. As you step out into the evening air around the setting of the sun, shimmers across the obsidian of this open space and kind of glitters in a ruby light in the volcanic crystals that seem to be growing out of the ground. A few people are still milling about, seemingly packing up whatever they were doing. But the two women that you saw when you were coming in over at the north side by the magma flow, so to speak, are still standing there. These guys would have left by the time you come back out.
So where would the body be?
So probably not in the kitchen. The body would have been kept to taken to a building on the northwestern side of the compound up here.
She's gonna ask while walking there. Has the body been moved, or is it where it was found?
Oh, we have to move it. We couldn't leave. Well, for several reasons. We couldn't leave our friend lying in the water, and also he was in our water supply. So you cannot leave a body in your water supply. It will poison the water.
Where was the water supply? Where was the body found?
It's the northwest gardens. So the way you came in the staircase, you go down the staircase and then you head northwest along the first of the obsidian shelves. You will find a small garden.
I'll see the body first, and then I'll go and investigate the crime scene.
Of course. If you would follow me, please. We do not have that much space, so we tend to whoever needs burial here, we take them to the, well, for lack of a better word, library. So, one of the priests you saw outside will start walking to this building up at the northwestern side.
Yep.
Just slightly glancing over her shoulder to see if you follow.
She follows.
And let me put people where they would be. There and there. And she will open this door for you and step aside to wait for you to step in.
Inside.
As you step inside, you come into what looks like a small, dining hall / meeting room of sorts. And straight ahead, you have several shelving units filled with books and knickknacks and gizmos of various types, research materials, potion bottles, scrolls. And directly to your left, as you come inside the door, is another closed door. I know it's open on the image, but... and by the table, you see 2 human priests sitting. They look up as you step inside and nods quickly in acknowledgement that you're there.
I don't know them show any insecurity or any hint of suspicion, nervousness, fear.
You can clearly see there's a nervousness to both of them. There is kind of not really an anxiety, but one of their own was killed. So there's definitely some form of anxiety-esque thing happening. And you're strangers.
Anything connected to me going in there?
Give me an insight check. Yeah.
21.
With a 21, there's definitely some suspicion why a stranger is in their space, but none of them make a move to try to stop you or seem overly cautious. They're just like, there's a stranger here? What?
Okay.
And also, there's a giant winged lion following this stranger.
Yep.
And then a sailor-looking dude behind the lion.
Yeah.
So
Walking L'Oreal advert.
Yep.
So where's the body?
Probably placed up. Philon is with Kara in the back. You go
you.
through here, but then to the right.
Thank you. And she nods and then walk past.
Yep. And yeah,
Yanis just follows along slowly and quietly and goes and starts muttering to himself. Oh, so a library's just full of really old shit. Okay.
All right. Artemis, as you step through what at first looked like walls, you quickly realize are bookshelves. And stepping through the opening, kind of like a door frame, square door frame kind of opening. You step into what looks like a alchemist's research area, and in the middle of it, a younger priest is standing like standing crouched down, and next to a older looking man that has been wrapped almost all the way up to his neck in white linen.
Is that the body?
Oh, and you are?
The one who's investigating?
Well, the one who's investigating. I'm Kara, and yes, this is Flamespeaker, or was Flamespeaker Philon, our chef.
I'm Artemis. This is Orion, and that is Janice.
Oh, pleasure to
He's
meet
still there, right? And he kind of looks, double check that he's.
He has kind of detoured off to start looking at other things.
All right.
Well, that's Janice. You might want to keep an eye on him.
How can
So,
I-
any suspects?
Well, not really. It's not really my job either, so...
How do you know this guy?
Oh, he was the chef here. Like, he cooked all our meals, tended the gardens, he was the guy in charge of feeding us.
Did you like him?
Yes. He was a nice old man.
Was there anyone who didn't like him?
I mean, liking him kind of depended on the quality of the food on like any given day, but
Was there someone who would like to see him dead, or
oh
was very annoyed with him?
no, definitely not. Not one of us at least.
One of us. So, who is the not one of us that would then?
Well, not sure I'm supposed to talk to strangers about...
You are supposed to, because I have the responsibility to find this person.
Oh, well, a couple of months ago, we were visited by this very well-kept guy who wanted us and don't... You're supposed... like... Head priestess have told you to investigate this, right?
Can I just size? I was told to help
Looks like me.
investigate and find the killer, and then hunt the killer down and bring him to justice, whether be it through death or through trial or other means. So I expect full cooperation.
Well,
Is she the bad cop?
There was a well-kept but scary-looking Leonin man that came visit a few months ago.
Leonin man.
Yes. And he said he wanted us to sell his things to the pilgrims. Services, goods, things like that. And the head priestess told him to get lost. He didn't like that.
Is the chef the head priestess?
No. No, the Phelon was a man. The head priestess is a woman.
Right. What does the head priestess have to do with the chef dying then? Because if the head priestess was the one who angered this Leonin, then why is not the head priestess dead? And why is the chef dead?
I don't know.
What? Why did I say that?
I can't read minds.
No, but you're saying this Leonin was angered by the head priestess. Was he angered by the
Yes.
chef?
Maybe. Phelon could have a temper.
She's gonna say. So no suspects except this Leonin then.
Well, there were new people that just arrived right before Phelon was murdered. Maybe one of them
Who were the
did
new
it.
people?
Well, they live in the visitors' barracks. Well, they did, but most of them left like the night before he was murdered.
Is any one of them still here?
Yeah, there's there's the small guy that is afraid of basically everything. If you sneeze near him, he'll jump a mile high. And what was the other one? There's a woman who's still here, but I think she wants to get out of here real quick.
All right. May I? And she points towards the body.
Yeah, yes, okay. I've just been wrapping him. I don't know anything about medicine. It's not my expertise.
Do you have the murder weapon?
No.
So the murder weapon is missing.
Yes, we found him floating face down in the pond.
All right. She's gonna walk to the body, and she's gonna have Orion walk up to the body as well.
All right.
And she's gonna sort of look through the body to see where the injuries are.
All right. Give me a medicine or investigation check.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for that. 22.
With a 22, you can tell that like the body has been wrapped really carefully, but it's not difficult to unwrap it in a way that won't send the body flying everywhere. And with a 22, almost immediately, from what you know that from what you've heard them describe previously, the chef was killed sometime between the previous evening and the morning before you arrived. But from what you can tell, he's a lot harder to move around than someone who's been dead for that short amount of time would be. There's something else going on, and as you lean closer, you get a very, like a faint whiff of sweetness. And with a 22, you recognize it as some form of paralytic poison.
Wait, so is he alive or is he dead?
He's very dead.
But there was poison involved.
Mm-hmm. And from what, like, moving his body slightly, you can tell it probably was paralyzed before he died.
Would I recognize the poison? Is it like from an herb I know, or like would it be of something I know what it's made from?
I'd say with a 22, which is pretty high, it's hard to tell from without having the murder weapon in hand, but like from him being paralyzed, from being poisoned, and the very distinct scent that you got. It's probably some form of like crawler mucus type poison, like carrion crawler. You haven't run into them.
Carrion crawler.
Yeah, the carrion crawler.
Do you have carrion crawlers here in the area?
No, I've only seen those in books. No, they don't live here. They live. Oh, where would I be? This is where I roll a thing. Come on. That would be an intelligence check. Nice. Once I roll well. No, those would be living down south. And this is where the DM checks the Theros map. Down, like, you know the peninsula south of Melithis?
South of Lillith.
Yes.
Did any of the visitors come from there?
Yes. Most of the group that just left were from Melithis and Oxus and Altrisos. I think the jumpy guy who's still here is from Melithis, maybe?
All right.
No, his was one. He was him and one of the guy, the man who just left was from Altrisos.
I'm not familiar where that is, but if it's south of Melithis, those are currently our main suspects. All right. She's gonna lean forward, and she's gonna sniff the body.
All right.
And sort of take note of the smell of both the poison, but also the blood and like the smell of the person. And she's telling Orion to do the same as well. So we're both basically just sniffing this body everywhere.
You're getting a lifted eyebrow from Kara as she's just looking you over and just okay. Part of the process, I guess. You get a distinct scent of again that the poison, like in his back between his shoulder blades, you can see 2 stab wounds, and as you near those, one like right at the base of the neck and the other one right between the shoulder blades. As you get near that scent of the poison gets stronger, and it's kind of sweet, sickly, a little bit like fruit that has been left to rot on the ground. But you also get a bit of sulfur because of the area, cooking spices, and burnt flour.
Right. Is there anyone else who has been injured the closest few days?
Not severely, no. I mean, we get injured all the time. Our blacksmith tend to bang up her thumb at least once a week.
Did anyone start bleeding severely the last few days?
Not that I can think of, no.
Alright. Well, I've checked everything I can check here. I'm gonna check the crime scene, and then I'll start I'll start engaging conversation with the suspects I have.
Good luck. I hope you find.
All
Oh,
suspects.
there's no such thing as luck.
Well, if you're investigating the murder, you might want to go and tell the runner that's on his way to Akros right now.
We already told about him, weren't we? Is that okay? So, yeah.
Right.
Or you could just leaving and they
Let
come
me
back
just
with police to arrest whoever you find.
Yeah, to be fair, they could just literally bring. Yeah.
Anything about that?
All right.
It doesn't say. I can find it at least. Yeah, can't see anything about it. So I'm gonna say, all right, Ryan, you find the messenger.
We were told about it.
Hmm?
We were told about it. You was told about it already. We said on our way back to Melitus we tried to pick him up. Or we'd keep an eye out for him. Sell him. That's what we sold the people.
Oh yeah, but if he's already walking there, would I know how many days it would take for him to get to
So
his location?
for you guys, well, with the detour, it took you roughly a week to get to this point, but you detoured a lot. It would take, you would guess the distance you walked, that will take about 4 days walking to get from Akros to here.
And if he started running today, how long do you think he would have reached by now?
In the evening, he would be, well, because can't run at full speed the entire time, because you would literally die. But I'd say he's about, well, he's about a quarter of the way down. And considering that Lizzie is a lot faster than someone on foot.
Oh, well, we'll figure something out with the runner. I'll solve this before the day is over.
Oh, well, you seem confident. Hope it pays off, per first billing.
I believe in my skills, and if not, I heard that the druid that came with us, Neri, is gonna resurrect the person that was killed, so he can tell him then.
Why would you say? Why did I send this dumb people? Why did I send the two dumbest people?
Oh,
That's fine. Whoever killed him might now try and kill Neri instead. Actually, a really good idea.
Oh.
Make sure Neri goes nowhere without someone.
Oh, that would be the
Oh,
fastest
Ben,
way,
the
I
body.
guess. I hope. Well,
Well, he said he was gonna try at least. I don't know if he's gonna succeed. I've never seen someone come back from the dead, so except from returned. So who knows?
if you're gonna bring him back as a return, I'd rather you don't.
Oh no, then I would kill him. So, but
Yeah.
But if he succeeds to bring him back as alive, good, I guess. Zombie chef.
Zombie chef.
Well,
but yeah.
Perperos and Athreos be willing, we will have our chef back then, I guess.
Yeah. I guess it's better you start praying. Well, I'll do this.
Let's hope she's not the fucking murderer.
Godspeed! And Yanis, while this is going on, you do find some interesting knickknacks on the wall. And as you reach out to try and pocket one of them, your sleeve gets caught on a nail, and you risk pulling the whole bookshelf down on top of you.
The coat is much more important, so he will make sure he carefully lifts it off.
Yeah.
Lifts it off the nail, and instead what he'll do is, listening to everything that Artemis's notes just said, he'll just slowly and steadily put the cloak up instead, mutter the activation word, and become invisible.
Do I notice this?
I mean, you can notice as much as you want. He is invisible now.
Just gonna just sigh.
I think typically just the eyes just lock across the room, and it's like, when you look at me, when I look at you, that's all it, Jared.
Now you see
It's
me,
right
now you
here.
can't see me.
Well, keep doing what you're doing, and I'm gonna investigate the crime scene.
Okay.
Janice, stop with that.
Um,
He's gonna walk
who are you-
out.
Who were you talking to?
She kind of just.
Maybe it's the light.
She
Maybe
takes a book and just throw at him.
Well, I guess make an attack roll with severe disadvantage because he is invisible.
Yeah.
Improvised weapon.
Yes.
The book clatters on the ground next to Yanis's feet. Well, and by next to, I mean not even close.
I know you're there, Janice. I can
He's
smell you.
dead silent. He's dead silent. He's not making a single move, single noise at all. He's kind of slid his, like when he was pulling the hood up, he's kind of slid himself over to one of the walls and just tries to kind of, like, he's actively hiding at this point.
All right. Moving back.
She's walking to here and she's just gonna say, well, if you want to fool around, remember that I did hit you with an arrow from a long distance while you were invisible. Last time. I don't want to have to do it again.
Fine. He's not saying anything.
Don't steal anything. She walks out.
Well, if you want to try again, give me another sleight of hand check. This one with advantage, because you're invisible.
Oh, no. He has a different idea now.
Okay. All right, what's your idea?
So he wants to get a decent, he wants to kind of slowly slide in and get a decent looking body.
Okay.
And then, given that Artemis has just blurted out that Neri's going to attempt to resurrect him, he will attempt to sneak out of the building and then use disguise self to make himself look like the chef.
Yes. All right.
And then
I love
just
this.
casually walk around. In fact, he will attempt to head towards the kitchen as if he was just going back about his day. Like the whole death thing had not happened.
Okay, I love that idea. That is preposterous, and I love it. Yeah, you can definitely go and get a good look at this guy. Kara has not yet managed to wrap him completely up the way he was yet. So you have no problems getting a pretty good look at like his physique, his facial features, etc.
Yes.
Now stored in your memory bank.
Yeah. And then once that's done, he'd like to try and sneak his way back out.
All right. Give me a stealth check with advantage because you're invisible. Well, you make it all the way out to where Artemis is standing before you scuff the ground on the like the gravel that has been placed. Your foot catches slightly, and Artemis, you can hear that scraping of gravel next to you.
Ah, so you did come along. I see.
And you just hear him kind of like lean into your ear and just say, yes, but can you find out where the kitchens are? I have another idea.
She's gonna sigh, and then she's gonna be like, I guess I could, but for what purpose? I want to know your idea before I do it for you.
Well, seeing as though you blabbed about resurrecting the chef, I thought I could become the chef.
Why would you? How would you, and why would you?
Why? How is my own? Is something of my own making, and why? Because if the chef is resurrected, the killer might get nervous about the fact that the chef has been resurrected, and may approach that person to work out if he remembers who killed them, or could attempt to kill me again. In which case, it's probably a fairer fight.
Well, in that case, I would say wait until we know if Neri can actually resurrect this guy or not.
I mean, it's much more fun if he kind of goes through the whole, and he's still invisible, so you can't see him doing the whole thing with his hands thing, and yeah. We can make them think he's being resurrected.
He's gonna roll a persuasion check.
No, I don't get advantage on those.
I mean,
I do have expertise.
Fine. Excuse me. And she looks at the one standing by the door.
oh yeah.
Where's the kitchen?
See the building next to the blacksmiths? Well,
Yes.
to the north of temple. Yeah, that's kitchens and dining room.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. You hungry? Because, well, I would say there's
I'm
food
investigating.
soon, but oh yeah, you're the guys. You're the one investigating Philon's murder. Yay!
Yeah, we are getting close to finding out who the killer is. So, just want to check up a few things before I start filling this killer with arrows. So, in the meantime, keep on doing what you're doing.
Well, I hope
And
the
she just
light
walks
of
off.
creativity finds you well.
She just walks off.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, back at the temple,
This is gonna be the most sane thing that happens today.
Yeah, just randomly contacting a god is the most sane thing you've done. I mean, what?
Yeah.
All right. So in your casting, Neri, you have felt this strange sense of approval through the whole process. Almost like when you found that nice, comfortable, warm current to just glide along in the ocean. Like something is really approving of what you were doing. And eventually, as your spell, as the ritual comes to a close, this shimmering surface just above the central fire pit forms into almost a like that heat mirage that rises from a hot street in summer is formed over the fire pit.
Mm-hmm.
And you can ask your question.
Okay, I'll look at Lillith. Have you come up with a question? Have you come up with a question? You've had 10 minutes to come up with a question.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
What languages does she know that Neri speaks?
Celestial.
Yeah. Both of you speak Celestial.
Okay, you can't do Infernal. So she will speak in Infernal.
Alright.
Perforos. There seems like there's been some dirtening of your beloved temple, and I would wish to know where the murderer is right now. And maybe how he looks like. That would be helpful, Dad.
For a brief moment, there is a shifting in this heat image and a very familiar looking construct. The tiny ferret-like bronze creature that was in your trial, Siri, pops its head up in this mirage and looks straight at the both of you, like back and forth, back.
The fuck is that?
That Snary is a proper construct.
Know what it is. I know what it is.
And the tiny creature climbs out of the mirage and down onto the ground.
Was it supposed to do that?
Yeah, it's like, you know how ferrets move when they try to climb out of something? Like,
Oh, it was like a little mechanical ferret.
yeah, basically. It says
I
bronze
was just messing with the
sable,
steam, like.
so it's like a ferret. And just basically just loops through the mirage and down onto the floor and makes a loop around Neri's legs once and then sits down next to Siri, head tilted. Yes, that's how English works. Head tilted slightly, like a curious dog. Just And
Want to show me where the killer is?
well, I don't know where the killer is, but he's kind of mousy.
It's a scared looking one. Let's just get him already.
Also, I would very much like to know why you were disturbing me in the middle of something, because, well, Thraxis gave me some very interesting plans, and I was trying to figure out how they work.
There.
I see. What kind of plans are you getting?
Well, this was a... Oh, wait, it was you! You gave me the instrument.
Yeah.
There was something else in there as well. Oh, I'm a go now.
And she grabs the ferret.
What?
The ferret's very light for being a metal construct, but you can hear clearly, like, you feel it's made out of metal as you grab it, and it's, I have a feeling I messed up, but I'm a god, so it doesn't matter.
What the?
And you can see her eye twitching, and she's like,
Yes, you're a god, and that's why it does matter even more.
And you hear the ferret clear its throat, and then in celestial to the both of you, apologies. It seems that my mind went into the ferrets for a moment.
Apology accepted.
for now.
And now you're speaking normally. What's going on? Who's the killer?
Apparently the killer is a bit mousy.
It's the scared guy! Let's get him!
You see the high priest just jump slightly by the door. Not the high priestess, she went to find oil. Another priest by the door just jumps at your calling out. Well, I wasn't aware that there was a killer on the premises, other than just now. I do have terrible much to do, so if you would please release...
do you?
The ferret turns its head and looks at you again, Syrian. As a child... Oh, yes. My apologies, but... I feel a long discussion is coming on.
I will wait until after this matter is dealt with.
I feel like I owe you that
But
much.
And she will talk in Infernal again.
Yes, many years of explaining to do.
I don't actually have to explain myself or justify myself to a mortal, but I feel that since you are my champion, and apparently my blood, some discussions are in order.
And she will put the ferret gently down.
The ferret
Once
tells
And
you.
she
again.
will start.
Both talking
Sorry.
gibberish.
And she will just pet the ferret on top of its head. And both Neri and Leo is still in the room, right? But
I
I
just
believe
went-
only Neri will hear her.
Yeah, Leo went just outside the doors.
So Neri will hear Siri say, basically, as she looks dead in this ferret's eye. Watch me make more wondrous things than you have ever seen. And she will stand up, look very smirk, and just walk off very confident.
Oh, okay, that was a bit tense. Do you want to go back through the mist?
The ferret looks at Siri leaving and then up at Neri's. I do not technically need the mist. This is my temple after all, though the spell itself requires it.
Okay.
And for you to summon this little guy. And you can almost hear the click. And then... Well, that was just as strange as the first time. I hope you got your answer. Bye!
Bye! Tell Perforos my mum says hi!
Oh, yeah.
That's faster.
Oh, sure it is.
Tell
Hi.
him she says hi. Exactly like that. And I wish I had the ferret.
I will tell my lord that, but I will not be responsible for his actions. And the ferret just crawls through the mist or the portal again, and the heat evaporates.
Yeah, Neri giggles after hopefully just sending the nerd into a spiral of what the girl says hi.
Leo. You stepped
I'm
out.
just kind of, yeah, I'm just kind of standing here, just like, oh, I see they got a well over there. Yep. Some kind of building over there. Oh, blacksmith. Hi.
She lifts her hand, just hi.
Is your thumb okay?
Yeah. It's fine. We have a token.
Gives a thumbs up. Oh,
Well-
you guys done?
Yeah, we're done. It's the who's this? Oh, I just come out and I'm like, oh, hi, who are you?
I was told to find oil.
Ah, right. Well, yes, you keep at that. However, where are the two visitors? Which building?
They should be in the dining hall waiting for the evening meal. We all are about to gather there.
Awesome. Go tell the high priestess that we know who did the murder. We're going to go and apprehend them now.
That is excellent news. I shall absolutely go tell her immediately. And the priest gives you a short bow and vanishes off towards the area where Artemis and Yanis were.
Do I see them gathering outside?
I mean, you would, yeah.
Alright, let's go check. And she walks over.
Neri.
What?
Why is Siri walking with the fire in her eyes?
Well, she talked to Perforos, and it seemed to be a really intense conversation, but I didn't understand a word of it.
So what did you guys find?
We found a weasel.
A well. And a blacksmith.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
We found out who the murderer was.
Yes,
Or
that's
is.
it.
Oh.
Is it someone jumpy?
Yes. Yes, it is. mousy was the word my god liked to use.
A jumpy mouse.
Well, if you let me smell him, then I should be able to tell. For sure.
I'm
Siri
gonna.
looks a bit concerned about the smelly part.
Go
And then she
get him
realizes she only
now.
smells dust. So that goddamn cursed sword.
Wait,
And,
what?
and Yanis, hmm?
What did Siri say? Did she say that out loud?
She did say it out loud, like everyone talks about smelling stuff, and she's like, "Ah, yeah, smelling stuff, yay! Cursed sword, I can only smell dust. Great."
Was she cast or
why?
something?
Why?
Do you remember the rapier you gave me, Neri? That you so gracefully gave me because I'm the only one who should use a rapier?
Well, I can't use a rapier. I've never used one before. Yanis, do you want a rapier? Well, Yanis is new to the group. You could give him it.
I don't think that's how cursing works.
Oh, what? You cursed? Oh, when you say so. Hang on. Let me just. Cha!
I have a spell scroll of remove never mind. It's like, didn't have to waste that.
Does that
Oh,
help?
right, never
Does
mind.
that help? Yo, does it help at all?
Doesn't
Give me
it
a
technically
con
like
save.
unattune you to the object? Does it mean the object can't?
I have to let me double check other cursed magic items. Because I don't think you lose the attunement to it if you.
It says in the spell.
Oh, does it say in the spell?
If the
An
object is a
is
cursed magic item, its
Oh
curse
yeah, the
remains,
space. The
but the
spell
spell
breaks.
breaks its own attunement to the object, so it can be removed or discarded. So the weapon is still cursed, but she's not.
Wait, did you have to attune to it?
What does the weapon say? Should be in the description I gave you.
If you want, I can remove the curse on the object.
I mean, all you basically told me to do was put up +1 in the rapier thing. And that now I can only smell dust.
Yes, it is a. Okay, it's not a +1 rapier. It's a fancy rapier. I have to find it again because it's not in the description on Roll20 for some reason.
It's a what?
It's a rapier that. Oh, I'm dumb. It's the rapier that you lifted from Lysanias.
Yeah. It's the one that does psychic damage, right?
Yes, I want to say so. Where is the weapon again? Why does it just say? Okay. Oh, because I gave it to Lillith, I removed it from the thing. I'll give you the full thing later on, but
Thank you.
yes, it is a. Yeah, it deals 1d6 plus your modifier psychic damage in addition to magical piercing damage. So it's magical piercing damage. It also has the Vex property. But I'll give you the full thing because it has a name and everything.
So now she's not attuned to it anymore.
No.
So she can smell again?
Yes. And I would like for you to make me a con save.
Oh, God.
Because Neri and Leah really smell bad. No, I don't know.
That is 7.
Yes. So, as the curse is suddenly lifted from you, you feel that your connection to the rapier is broken, and then all the scents around you just hit you all at once. From being able,
Oh, yeah, incense and all that shit.
yeah. So going from only being able to smell dust for a couple of days, like almost a week, suddenly there's sulfur, there is food, there is your traveling companion, there's a lion, there is like there's sand and stone and just everything all at once. And for a brief moment, you're just confused.
So she looks confused and she starts bleeding a little bit from her nose.
Oh, yeah, here, I got that. Hang on. Now I get my handkerchief. I just smush the blood off.
Yes, sorry about that. You all smell horrible. When is the last time you took a bath? Like, seriously.
I mean, in the hot spring thing, but I mean, I've been pretty sweaty since. It's not my fault.
Yeah, we're kind of drenched in blood and gore and guts and dust and dirt and sulfur and... I mean, I did kind of carry around the head of that Minotaur as well, so I mean...
Yes.
I've only been able to smell ashes since you hit me with a fireball. Glares.
And she will look at Neri.
Well, at least I didn't need my mother to protect me afterwards.
Yeah? Wait, which one?
Which one?
No, seriously, that's a genuine question. Who was protecting me? Why were they protecting? I'm confused.
Yes, you're a confused young man. We all know. You and your boyfriend can figure that out. Can we just please get rid of this person who is going around murdering people in my god's temple, please?
Okay. Let's go.
Also, where is Yanis?
Yeah, and he literally takes the head off.
She will punch him if she jumps on behind him.
He will have to duck out of the way. I've got an idea. And you see his form shimmer.
Yanis, for the love of Perforos.
Why did you love Bartra? Anyway, and you see his form shiver, and he takes on the form of the chef, which I appreciate only Artemis has seen. So it's like, this is the guy that died. Let me walk in first and see whether or not someone reacts.
You hear a
Why
clang.
would they react to this?
This is the person who died.
Yes, this is the person that died, and Artemis was shouting about the fact that Neri was going to resurrect him.
Oh, that's great. I can't wait to see Neri resurrect someone. And she looks at Neri.
And convince the god of death to get the soul back.
Ah! Easy.
I will tell
I know someone who's his best friend.
Mm-hmm.
I look back to the clanging.
Yep. The blacksmith has been like sneaking glances over at you, just curious strangers what they're doing. And then Yanis just shimmers and turns into the chef, and she just drops the hammer on her anvil. Just
On her anvil or on her thumb?
yeah, on the anvil, next to her thumb, granted, but on the anvil, and you just hear a muttering. You can't really make out the words. Just what sounds like the cadence of it kind of sounds like a prayer.
Beveros Almighty.
Yeah, it's like-
Protect us!
This one.
Well, I guess Janice could go in first, and then I walk up to the guy who's reacting, and I'll smell him to see if I can smell any traces of him on him.
Yeah, we really need to talk about you sniffing corpses.
I grew up in the wilds. I was raised by wolves. What do you expect?
Well,
I was
kind of.
smoking crack. I'm using my
Kind
nose
of.
more than my eyes or ears.
Okay, like, sure, but just it's a bit weird.
It's not weird. It's very normal if you are in a wolf pack.
And are you in a wolf pack?
No, I'm in a human pack. Or
Not normal if you're in a
human.
human pack at all.
Human might be questionable, but
No, I'm definitely human. The only one here. Wait, Yanis,
Yes,
are you human?
that would be telling. And he walks off.
God, I hate this guy.
I'm human.
Insight
I
check.
think.
I mean, by all means, insight. Yeah, sure. I have advantage on deception checks. There we go.
Ja-
Oh, damn! That would be telling.
I'm not giving up.
No.
Yep.
Everyone's whisking the inspiration this session.
Oh, I accidentally rolled 2 times. This is a 23. It didn't work the first time I rolled. It didn't
Okay.
show up for me, and then it's only spammed.
Ye-
I walk up to the blacksmith, and I'm dreadfully sorry about my companions. Your hair is fabulous, though. Keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. What are you doing?
We're just going to go and grab a murderer. Don't worry, your business won't suffer anymore.
Oh, the guy who killed the chef. Yeah, I do hope you catch him. Hello, Phil.
I nod.
Why does your friend look like Philon, though?
I think we're gonna go psychologically mess with the murderer.
If you catch him, give him a smack from me. I like Philon's cooking.
Do you think they mind if we kill him instantly?
I don't mind. Head
No,
priestess
of course they'll. No, you'll look with me. No, they will mind. No killing armors.
You should. Why?
There are
would we
laws.
kill him?
There are laws. This is not a magical creature. This is a human murderer. We need to
Didn't you say
apply
he was
by
mousy?
what?
Didn't you say he was mousy?
As in, he's scared and jittery like a mouse.
Maybe he's a magical creature.
Just
Yeah.
shush. Both of you shush. Get in there. And he points in there.
All right. You step into a much smaller building. This building is, even compared to the outside, very warm. And you can see, like, at the end of the room is another one of those fire pits that seem to be going into the ground itself. There's also some very nice scents coming from a closed door directly to your right. That makes you believe that that's probably the kitchen. In the room are currently 3 people. 2 of the priests you've met before. One is the High Priestess. The other one is one of the priests that were just outside the door. And Yanis, as you walk in, you also almost directly as you look inside, you see a small-looking figure with a hood up, kind of dusty, worn, very worn blue hood. And as you step in, all three of the inhabitants in this room look to you, and then the head priestess just didn't work.
Are you there?
Did not work. All I remember is I woke up and I was wrapped up in all sorts of weird shit. Someone fainted and I immediately came in because I recognized the time of day and I knew you guys would be hungry.
Give me a deception check.
Can I push Janice in a bit?
A deception check, was that?
Yes. Deception check.
Sorry. Got an overly sensitive mouse this afternoon. I have advantage. Because of Phoenix.
Head priestess just takes a step from her seat. Just looking at you, Yanis. Can't really figure it out. The other priest who was by the door is just sitting there on the bench staring. Completely disbelief, brain not processing what is happening. And the third person has whipped their head around, and you're looking at this kind of almost gaunt looking, probably late 30s man who looks absolutely terrified.
Excellent. He'll kind of continue to walk in and kind of leave room for everyone else to come in. And they'll start saying, so who's been cooking in my stead? Because I smell something from the kitchen. Who's been using my kitchen?
The other priest just lifts her hand. Well, we had to make do. You were dead.
Well, what have you made?
Toast?
Toast.
I don't know how your kitchen works.
I really should train at least one of you to cook.
I can cook. I just don't know how you've arranged your kitchen. It's like a nightmare in there.
Is it? Can I see?
Yeah, I'm gonna let Leah pass the mic. That'll be the kitchen where, yeah.
Do I smell anything from the guy?
Give me a perception check. I'm not sure if it matters, if it's percent based or not. But he's basically crawled up on the bench and backed into a corner. Or backed up against the wall.
Does he look mousy to me?
He's kind of tall. Maybe 5'10". But his whole demeanor is kind of jittery and curled in on himself. And you can tell his eyes are darting everywhere.
This room smells of burnt toast atomus, by the way. And that one.
Yeah, but I roll always the same. Orion would roll a 13 plus 2.
Yeah, I'll just cast Divine Sense instead of Perception check, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I've used it in a while.
I mean, aside from the usual suspects, because Celestials, You don't really notice anything.
Oh. Are you picking up anything, Leah?
Oh my god, are these potatoes? Let's get this in my bag.
Wait, they're mine, but
I'm sure you won't mind.
we can share. And seeing as though you're so keen to cook, young man, why don't you join me? And we'll sort it. Let's turn this toaster into a proper feast.
Oh, I know what you're trying to do. Oh, yeah, okay.
And yeah, Leo, as you walk in, it's a nice looking kitchen. It doesn't have like a fireplace that you're used to. It's another one of those fire pits where the heat and fire seems to come from below, with a iron grate across it. Next to it is a pot filled with water that seems to be simmering slightly. And there are barrels and baskets and crates in this room, unmarked. But like from one, there's like a sausage link hanging out of it. There are dried vegetables and herbs along the walls, and just basically wherever food would fit, there's food. So you have a stack of plates, like tin plates, and on top of it is a loaf of bread. And you see like this whole crate with cutlery and carrots. And it's basically like anywhere it would fit, because it's a very small kitchen.
Can this guy roll me a wisdom saving throw, please?
All right.
Can I perceive if it's divine bread?
It is
Oh,
not
God.
divine bread.
It's not holy bread. Ah, they can't compare to my power.
Did I only give you a... Did I give him a stat block or did I not? Okay, no, we're gonna be using this stat block. Wisdom save? No. No, it continues.
He swells his hand, clicks his fingers, and you see this mousy guy in front of me just into a tortoise. So it's just got like legs. He's like,
Do I have a stat block for that?
he turns him into a towel.
No, I only have the dragon turtle right now. But you do that. And the turtle just on the seat and just bing, 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 bing towards Neri.
Picks him up. He picks him up and he goes, "The murderer!" I suppose you have some place to
Are you making a turtle soup?
What? No, we're not turning him into a super hammer. What have I said? No matter.
What are you? Okay. Well. Will he stay like that?
Only for an hour. So you have to find somewhere to lock him up.
Well, I guess we could lock him in the, We don't really have places with a lot of doors here. We could either lock him in the kitchen, which would be bad, or we could lock him in the, dorms, which would be worse.
I see. Let
What's
me...
the punishment for murdering?
Well, that is up to Perforos to decide.
I swear to God, will you stop being a murder herber for 10 seconds, please, Atlas?
I asked what the crime or the punishment for the crime was.
Yes, and the freaking... What's that place we've just come from?
Akros.
Akros will decide his fate. I'm going to take this guy to Lizzie because she can make a brick. magically appear.
That is true.
So we're going to go put him in there. And then we're going to take him to Akros for you. How about that? You won't have to deal with an assassin anymore.
You see the the two priests, the high priest and the other one, just look at each other, look at you. If you're sure,
I still need those oils, by the way. That's not the chef. They just wanted to mess with him beforehand.
that makes sense, I guess. Yes, we have found oils enough for you.
Oh, well then I can reincarnate him.
Well, since we apparently don't have a murderer anymore, would you like to stay the night and have dinner with us?
Yeah.
Because it's about to
But
get dark.
He's probably going to need a guard. But yes, we'd like to have dinner. Can we bring our guests, our people we've saved, inside?
Yes. Well, now that if you swear the danger is over, it's of course. This monastery
I've
has
been-
always been open to pilgrims.
Informed that it's the Mousy one that was the murderer by the gods. Perforos. Perforos told us the Mousy one was the murderer.
You talk to Perforos.
Yeah.
Give me a persuasion check. Random.
With advantage because he's telling the truth. No? Okay. Persuasion is a 1. Oh.
I am sure you believe you talked to Perforos. Now, if you're sure that turtle is a version of the murderer and you can swear that we're safe from him, feel free to bring your guests.
I swear for now that at least one of the air danger is locked up.
Great. Then let's...
No clue if there's multiple.
Well, I guess that is what we will have to find out later then.
When we resurrect your friend, yeah.
Yes, exactly. Now, I'm not sure what your companions are doing in the kitchen.
Oh, that's Leah. He's probably actually cooking.
Good.
And Yanis will be hampering him as much as possible.
I don't know how you can hamper me. Add a D4, I guess, to subtract.
Yeah, that works. I'm just gonna move.
Bane.
My thing.
Just being the bane of poor Leah's existence.
So
You want me to roll a D4 so you can let's see if to subtract it here?
yes.
Yeah, to subtract it from that.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. I succeed by 1, so no.
Mm-hmm.
So with a plethora of things, I have made a golden harvest pie, Leo style. Everything I see in the kitchen has gone into a pie.
Nice. And it's done.
Ta-da!
It smells literally divine. Because you have cooked it with flames from a sacred volcano.
Holy harvest pie.
God, you're going to be insufferable now. Holy loaf and a holy pie.
Yeah, I'm going to call it the HHP pie, yeah.
Neri, as you step outside, you see other of the priests come, walking towards the kitchens.
Yep.
What?
Okay.
Siri.
Yes.
Outside with the blacksmith.
Yes. Excuse me.
Yes.
Would you mind if I borrowed your anvil for a while?
I'm not working. My work for today is done, so don't harm yourself. I'm not responsible if you get hurt.
Oh, of course not. Would you mind if I borrow the apron?
Go for it. And she takes it off. And you see under this
Dwarfs
leather
you.
yeah, under this leather apron, you see a really ripped person. Like, you know how strong men gets ripped? Not in the Marvel movie universe Thor version, but you know how it would actually look. And she hands you over the leather apron, and it's like 3 sizes too big for Siri.
Yeah, but she will like make a knot at the top, so it's
Yeah.
actually like it's supposed to cover where it's supposed to cover.
Yep.
And she will set up her hair, and she will take out the metal that she got from Traxxas.
Ah, all right.
And she will be using her hero point, making the things that you and I discussed.
Ah, yes. Absolutely. Just for flair, roll me a d6.
Mm-hmm. What?
A d6.
A D6. I can
Yes.
give you a D6. That's a 4.
It's a 4. So, it will take you to finish these. You won't be able to finish them in one night. You
Mhm.
can get the blinds done in this evening, in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
And then you can then it will take you an additional 6 hours to completely finish them.
Yeah, so she will go on to the evening and
Yep.
go to bed.
Mhm.
And after eating, sleeping, she will basically go right back at it as she wakes up. So
All right.
she will. They can't leave without her anyway.
All right. And
Yeah, as you're hammering on that, you just see Neri walk past you, a tattle under his arm like a briefcase or something. As he just walks past, he goes, "Hey Siri, I got him."
Neri, please give me a dexterity save. And I need to find something real quick. So I'm not even sure.
Oh,
Inspiration. Oh, come on!
oh.
As you're walking past, what is that? Okay. As you're walking past Neri, suddenly you feel a crunch on your hand, like the one you. And you take 8 points of piercing damage as the turtle just snap on your hand.
Like waving his hand.
Did you get to know anything, by the way?
What?
Did you get any information, or did you just...
And she looks
I
at the
did-
turtle.
Turn him into a turtle, ah, you little shit, you motherfucking bastard! Blood just
They
like
need to have a
gushing down
talk
his
to
arm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Neri,
we will talk to him. I'm gonna put him in the freaking.
Neri, when you ask Lisa to make the break, make it a doorless one after you put him inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it a freaking I'm gonna add the bars there, and we're gonna make it $1 so you can't pick the lock or anything.
Just tell her to make a cage without the lock.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Ow, 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 ow. You. I'm gonna tell you it's tail, stupid.
You see the blacksmith, Siri, you see the blacksmith look at Neri, look at his hair, look at the turtle, and then... I have no idea what's happening, but that was kind of funny.
And then I walk out the kitchen and go, pie, anyone? Pie.
You
where'd it
immediately
gone?
get everyone's attention, Leo. And as the priests start filtering in through the door, and the last rays of the sun disappear into the west, and the very, very angry turtle disappears into Lizzie's storage hold in a improvised cell of sorts.
Gonna end it there.
Yes, we're gonna wrap this session.
How many priests are there?
Right now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 priests.
Oh, it's an 8-slice pie.
Oh.
Wait, you didn't make multiple pies?
No.
There's like a ton of people here.
That's all the people on the ship. Go on, back in the kitchen, you.
You want to make more of these?
Yes. I will leave you to it, and I'll take the 8th slice. Go and sit down and eat.
Artemis does not take a slice. She just says, I will not take anything from
okay.
you.
If Yanis takes the 8th slice, Yanis, you get a D4 for the next 24 hours on all saving throws.
Oh, cool. That was entirely by accident. Sorry.
Wait, are you sharing it with at least the monks and shit?
Yeah, I'm just taking the 8th.
There's 7 monks.
Oh, you're taking the 8th? Okay, okay.
And he's taking the 8th.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, yeah, okay.
I'll make more.
All right. Roll me that check.
And I'll send my mum and the 3 other prisoners. So
I need a
1,
20 to make the same
3.
item. No, the rest are just normal pies. It's the same pie, but it's not got as good a flavour.
That was a really crap roll.
Yeah.
It's a shit pie. It's burnt pie.
No, it just doesn't have the effect. It'll be a
Oh,
it'll be
okay.
a pie.
Yep.
It won't have the effect.
And as all of you, except Yanis, eat normal pie, we're gonna
Artemis is not eating pie.
yeah. We are going to be fading out from here.